Here we go, man. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we ain't had no sound, man. I know. I know. Now we see Ryan Coogler. He won 3 awards. He won Best Picture. He won. Uh. Let me see. I'm looking at his stuff right here. He won Best Director, Best Screenplay, and Best Picture. He did pretty nice. You know, when you say screenplay, that's the people. That's the writing. So if he's a writer, and I don't know if he is. I mean, he wrote Sinners. They said, okay, that was the best movie. Now he comes back with this Black Panther, and he takes this British guy, this British guy, David Jonsson. He spells his name different than Johnson, but he comes in, and this is the guy he offers up as the new Black Panther. And we know Black Panther is an extremely popular movie amongst Black Americans, and we know there has been a push for more Black Americans being placed into these movies, whether it's Harriet Tubman, anything that's, Dr. King. You had some guy from Africa. He played Dr. King. You had Cynthia Erivo. She played Harriet Tubman. And people have been upset about that. They're saying, what's wrong with the Black actresses? What's wrong with the Black actors and actresses? Because they don't really get no play like that overseas. They don't get no play. Now, maybe a Michael B. Jordan, he might, but I'm saying for the most part, they don't get play like that. They can't just go overseas and read and headline parts over in Britain. I ain't gonna be able to do that. They ain't gonna be able to do it. They can get in the film as an extra, but being at the top, and that's something that a lot of people are upset about. And they also are not impressed with this guy. Now, I'm not gonna get into that. That is a rabbit hole. That's a rabbit. I ain't talking about some you guys got to figure out. Well, they're not too happy about him. And you do have to look at Ryan, who wrote Sinners, and say, man, what are you thinking? Are you serious, bro? Bro, that's Black Panther. People take their kids to see that. It's a comic book film, but people like Black Panther. This is who you casting for Black Panther? And, you also got the system out there. System will break you, man, and then you owe. There's a price to pay, so maybe he's got to pay up. But a lot of Black people feel betrayed, and a lot of them are hypocrites because this is the guy you guys making a big deal about, this Ryan Coogler guy and Sinners, and he was representing the culture and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I didn't think that then. I mean, it was okay movie. I didn't think it was nothing special about it, but this guy right here, he don't represent the culture. I'm talking about this David Jonsson guy. Look, he's a British actor, right? Think he's African British, whatever, something like that, mixture. He don't represent Black American culture, man. So if that's what you looking for, yeah, come on, man. That's what you're looking for. That's a mistake. That's a mistake, and it's going to be. This is the beginning. You're going to see a revolt. A lot of the Black Americans, they're going to reject this. They don't want to see. They're tired of this. We've seen this all our lives. We just simply seen it all our lives. We're tired of seeing the same old thing, man. There you go. Yeah, Lamar said he ain't watching that. Look, they're tired of seeing the same stuff, and then it's a situation where you do have Black actors right here. And what's wrong with that? And the reason you don't know them is because they can't get parts. You don't know who they are because they can't get a goddamn part. This is how you get your parts. This is how you get your parts. You read and you get bigger parts. This is how you begin. When you look at the Spike Lee, right? Spike Lee gave Denzel. Denzel was a struggling actor. Samuel Jackson wasn't even in acting. He was a recovering addict. He read for a part, got into Spike Lee's movie. Hale Berry started out with Spike Lee. Black director, he started a lot of these people out. Denzel, bit actor, nothing major. He was a bit actor. started dealing with Spike, became a lead man against Hollywood and all of the, they didn't want him to do this and didn't want him to do that. When they did the Great Debaters, they don't care about that. But if you do the whatever that dope movie, Training Day, if you do that, then they won't give you an award for that, but not the good movie. Not a decent movie, with morals and stuff in it. And now you got this guy, and you got Chadwick Boseman, who left a legacy. You want to talk about owning a character he created? Actually, people think that he should have went with Michael B. Jordan. And it is a movie. I don't know why you just won't cast Mike. Forget this, man. Cast Michael B. Jordan and just tell the world, hey man, we're gonna go with this guy. If it's a movie. So if you watch one and you see him as Killmonger in one, and then he's not in two, and then he shows up in three as the Panther. That's what it is, man. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do, man. You don't cast. You don't do what he just did. You don't do what he just did, and you're going to see a lot of problems over time. You're going to see a rejection of this film, Black Panther, and it's going to become like a cultural thing. People are tired of this. People are tired of this. They want the Black American culture. They want that highlighted, and they want that featured. And they don't feel that they're wrong. They're spending money to go see these films. They're spending their money. And these people, there are plenty of Black young actors and actresses you guys don't know because they don't get parts. You see what I'm saying? When you talk about Zendaya, she got Dune, but she did some other movie recently since then. She was reading. She was reading for parts, and she finally just got one that took her to the next level. But there are plenty of talented young Black American actors and actresses that can play this character. I think that Ryan Coogler, I don't know what happened to him because he came out with the Sinners. Maybe he was playing the game. Maybe he was just saying, hey, let me stir the pot because, my Sinners, I want them to win. Then he comes back with this guy. Then he comes back. He says she's barely Black. I didn't know somebody could be barely Black. Zendaya is, well, you need to talk to her because she's pretty clear with what she is. She's not ambiguous. She ain't even trying to pretend. She's a Black woman, bro. Right to your face, she'll tell you she's a Black woman. Exceptional actress too. My hat's off to her. What she did in Dune, well, both of them really, but really her. Excellent. And I don't even like Dune. I mean, I'm talking about the book and the movies and stuff. I just this new Dune, and they got 3 coming out, but this new Dune, the characters who put it that should have won. Didn't they go up against let me see. Did Sinners beat that? Let me see. Which did Sinners beat? Sinners won Best Picture. Let me see. Over what a okay. They said that the Oscar, I'm looking at this, said that the Oscars get it wrong. I think they did get it wrong. Hold on, let me see. I can't see it, man. It's not giving me. It said it didn't take home the best picture. It's what I'm looking for. Let me see. Sinners won Best Picture over what other films? Let's see if it'll give me that. I'm getting it did not win the award for Best Picture. One battle after another, whatever that is. Okay. All right. So I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. That's what it said on. It says one thing. Google it changes. It said that they did win Best Picture, but I guess it didn't. And no, I mean pound for pound, it's not better than Dune. It's not better than Dune. So I don't know if it went against Dune. Let me see. Sinners versus Dune. Dune 2, let me see. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. So, you got what's up with you, bro? What's up? He said Zendaya is barely black. I didn't know you could be barely black. We don't went from black to now barely black. Ain't that something? Zendaya is barely black. You should tell her that though. She doesn't have any curiosity or anything about that. She's a black woman. She's lived her life as a black woman. I don't have no problem. I think she's an excellent actress, and I'm happy that she moved on from that Spider-Man stuff. This woman is up there. This woman is truly an actress. This is what you're supposed to do. All of those little bit parts in Tyler Perry films, that's not acting. Getting a cast in a Tyler Perry film, that ain't acting. And look, and then what do them people go after that? Where do they go after that? You get in a next Friday or Friday after next, and or and then your career is pretty much over. Just like the Bow Wow. What did he do? What did he do? He ran around with all of them black films. He was growing up. They put that man in all of them black films. Now look at him hosting a BET or whatever. That ain't doing nothing. That ain't doing nothing. You as an actor, you got to reach out. You got to work on your craft. You got to be able to play other roles. You got to go on other films. You got to be able to go and be in a country western movie. You got to be able to play these different roles. When you don't have no talent, you get stuck. So you wind up with one role. And Ryan Coogler knows that. He knows that. I don't know why he wants to make this guy the next big thing. He's for some reason, well, hey, how would I know? I wouldn't know, right? Time will tell, right? This brother right here, bro. And the black community is upset, man. This once again shows the weakness of the black community. And this is just like with the Ryan Clark. This is what happened when you're big. This is what happened when you're always asking somebody to do the right thing. Ryan Coogler, this is a betrayal. He went in there and won him an Oscar, and look at this is what he does to the black community. You're gonna put this man in there? And the guy could be a good actor, but are you serious, brother? Are you serious? All of these young American actors looking for opportunity, trying to break out, studied their whole lives. Their whole lives, they've been acting. Many of them on Broadway. And this is the way you repay them. You go find some dude nobody's ever heard of and give him a role like this, a life-changing role. And somebody said Tether Panther. See, I ain't even trying to go there. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. This is a part of the problem in the community, that the community would even tolerate something like this. It ain't no disrespect to this dude. This coming from Ryan Coogler. Forget this dude. See, the problem is where you have the problem. Don't say nothing to this dude. I don't blame him. Take the role. It's an opportunity, but you got to put this on Ryan Coogler. You got to put this on him and say, man, what are you doing? Brother, you trying to tell me you can't find a Black Panther here in America? You sitting up here telling me that with a straight face after black people went out on a limb for you and flocked to see sinners? And then you done turn, this is how you repay them? You really think that's what they want to go stand in line to go look at a British Black Panther? You really think that? In America. I'm talking about in America. You really think that? Well, we'll see, man. In the age, where they erasing black history, they're moving black people to the back of the bus. This man can't find, isn't that pitiful too? Because the message is you can't find a black actor that's capable of playing black. You want to be in a costume. Yeah, you run around in a costume most of the time. It don't really require a whole lot of acting to play Black Panther. It's mostly what is it, AI? You know it's AI now in this day and age now. You know it's gonna be mostly AI. You're gonna literally have whole scenes where they're jumping and falling and fighting and jumping. And I think it's fair. I think black people have a right to say we want to have some input in our movie, the movies that you make. If you want us to support them, what's wrong with these actors and actresses right here in America? What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with them. Yet some kind of way they can't get parts. They cannot get that lead part. They can't get it. And we get it. Okay, worldwide dollar. Okay, say that. Say that. Just say that. Say, I'm going for the worldwide dollar. And let me say this. When you run up there to Breakfast Club or wherever you go and run your mouth, man, don't pay no attention to that. That's BS. When Ryan Coogler goes on these shows and run Jennifer Hudson, he'll go on Jennifer Hudson with a sweet potato pie his grandmama made and a T-shirt with Al Green on it, talking about how down for the custody. Get the fuck. No, if he was down for the community, if he was down for the coach, he wouldn't be running around with this right here. No, brother, you wrong on this. And if you smart, you gonna change this. This don't work. This don't work for a lot of people right here. This ain't it, man. This is not it. This ain't gonna work for a lot of people. You want people to support your stuff? This ain't gonna work. You got all of these, Denzel and stuff. Spike took a chance on Denzel. Denzel wasn't no leading man. Spike Lee put money behind Denzel. He made Denzel into the $1 million lead character that he is. That was Spike. Samuel Jackson, that was Spike. That was a black director giving starving black actors an opportunity. He wasn't going out here putting non-Americans out in all his films. He wasn't doing no shit like that. He wasn't. And I even they lost me anyhow when they killed off Angela. When they killed off Bassett, I'm done with them anyhow. I'm just done with it, man. It was a stupid movie. And they actually made the Aquaman, actually, it seemed like it was his film. Whatever that thing was, Prince, whatever that guy was, Namir. Prince Namir, whatever he is. It was his film. And that's the Negro. The Negro always takes a back seat. The Negro is back of the bus. Even when he's the lead character, he's still back of the bus. Ain't that something? And Michael B. Hell, he can't play every movie, every character. He got his own thing going. But this is the country that we're proud of, man, America. Home of the brave, man. No connection to the culture. This is your new Black Panther right here. This is the face of the new Black Panther. We went from Chadwick Boseman, a man who was exceptional, unfortunately passed away. Great actor, young, talented actor, upcoming, smart guy. to now we're besieged with all of these other actors, man, as if Black Americans don't, there are no Black American actors. Like they don't have none. That's messed up, too, bro. The culture. And so this is a disrespect to the culture. And a lot of Negroes, you're gonna see a whole lot of Negroes go down there and spend their money to look at a British Black Panther. And know that they've been cut out the pie all over. We can't even put you Negroes in comics. You Negroes are so unwanted. We won't even put you guys in the comic books. Black American Negroes, we ain't even gonna put you, we ain't even gonna make a fake comic book movie with you guys in it. Ain't that something, man? That's what you're getting. It's coming from Ryan. All you guys were so sold on Ryan Coogler and all of that. Yeah. I'm not even surprised, brother. He said it's not a big deal. He's still black. But he's not Black American, brother. It's a big deal. Don't you get it? He doesn't understand Black American culture. He understands British culture. He understands African culture. He understands the blend of that within Britain, but he doesn't understand American Black culture. Doesn't understand that. There's a detachment from that. When you say a Black American in Chicago, a Black American in New York, these are distinctive things that they do, but they're all familiar with the fact that they're still Black American. There's a fellowship amongst them. And this Black Panther movie, what is his name? Stan Lee. Stan Lee wrote this movie specifically for Black Americans. He said it. He said that they did a convention and he didn't notice it until the convention, but he had so many Black fans. He said so many of the fans that fell in love with his comics. And he said he just looked around and he couldn't believe so many Black people liked his comics. So he created Black Panther for them. For them. He said, I never had any intentions of not doing it. He said, I saw that there was an audience. He said, well, let me write this character just like a Batman, just like a Iron Man. Let's make him rich. Let's make him single, just like those guys, billionaire playboys. But not only that, let's make him different. Let's give him a place in Africa. So he's a prince. But it was based on Black. It wasn't based on Africans. It was based on Black Americans, and the fact that they were so into his comic books. Now, his stories are African. A lot of the stories, you talking about Man Ape and a lot of the villains, but the character's based on an American. Also, you got to understand, he had to deal with racism back then. He couldn't just do that. He couldn't just write no comic book and make a Black man the most powerful uh, uh, character in a comic universe. That'd kill his comics. He couldn't do. He could, and he couldn't do it. So he had to throw his ass in Africa to make people feel calm about it, calm people down. He had to put them over there because they don't care about what's going on over there. He could have had that man running around New York. They wouldn't have bought his comics. Rest in peace to Stan Lee. Stan Lee, you was a great man. Thank you, sir. I wish I could have told you that. Thank you. I think he was a cool dude. I think he was, man. He was older dude. Cool guy though. He kept up. He wrote his stuff. All of this stuff that all you see with this Avengers, all these different wars and stuff, he wrote all of that. Now, that's a writer, ain't it? And in addition to all the other magazines, in addition to keeping a storyline. And he showed where you had to draw that stuff. You couldn't just write, he had to draw them characters. I think this is a mistake. I think this is a mistake, and I think in the end, he said Black Panther character isn't Black American. Yes, they are. Go. You need to go read up on Spike Lee. And also, like I said, he had. See, this is what you have to deal with oppression and racism. The man can't make a character. He could make a green Hulk. He's green. They're not. America's not going to accept no black man talking about he's a tough guy. So he created the Black Panther because he said all these other comic books he had written, black fans took to them so well. And he said that he noticed he didn't have a black character. So he created one, but he also understood he couldn't do it in America. They would have rejected it. So he gave him Africa. The Black Panther is nothing but Iron Man. If you like Batman, that's all he is. He's no different than that. He's the same character. He just happens to be from Africa. That's it. He's the same character. Batman, he's same character. Iron Man, he's same character. Billionaire, playboy. And actually, in the comic books, those warrior women with the bald heads, those are his concubines. But they changed a lot in the comic books. Yeah, those are his women. They defend him too, but this stuff that they put in there, all that other stuff, Hollywood. Yeah, he's a Nigerian British guy. He's not the Idris guy. He's not the Idris, the more famous guy with the Lori Harvey. He's a different. I never heard of this guy. He's more of a I don't know. You gotta go talk to Ryan Coogler, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Ryan Coogler said I'm gonna cast him as the next Black Panther. And we'll see. You can make a case that Michael B. Jordan, Black Panther, made him. He still had movies. I think he had his Creed, but nothing like the Black Panther. It like took his career to the next level. He said, I read between the lines. Okay, I don't know what that means. And no connection to the culture. And I think a lot of people are upset by that, man. I think that they look at, if you're going to make a Black Panther movie, you need to make something that's symbolic with African American culture, Black American culture, foundational Black American culture. I think that you need to make something that's connected to that to some degree. I think to abandon that, you leave the fans, you leave the American blacks, you leave them hanging. If they can't get black participation in Black Panther, you're talking about, this is 2026. We're literally talking about what, 50 years ago? Man, there was all types of movies. Wasn't no black people in the movies. They would make whole movies. Wasn't no black, not even an extra. It's like we think that we've made it somewhere and we've overcome. We haven't overcome shit. There's plenty of movies they make. They'll have no black people in it. And what they'll do now is they'll give you that black person, what's that alien? They took a black woman and they put a cowboy hat on her and some cowboy boots. And she was running around in space. And I said, man, they dressed that woman up. I said, man, they cannot have just a black person in the movie. They got to make her a cowboy. The damn thing's in space. Like, goddamn, you still can't be black in space. You can't be black. You had to be a black cowboy. And they know what they're doing. You got to understand, they're trying to get people to come out to see them films. People don't go see them films like that. The Star Trek, the whole thing that they play on Geordi, with the eyes, Michael Dorn, the Klingon, and it's like all the black people, the Vulcan, I don't know his name, and in Voyager, it was a black Vulcan. They've always said they cannot just have a black character. The character has to have something extra to placate the fans out there, the white supremacists. When you look at Avery Brooks, is it Captain Cisco? He was one of the few. Even though he got replaced, he went from being the captain to following orders. It's right there on it, like the last 2 seasons. The last two or the last 2, 3, maybe even all the last 3 seasons, they put an admiral over him, and he was answering to that admiral. Even though he was supposed to be in charge, he wasn't in charge of that. And I say, you see that? So they can't let the black man can't be in charge. And they breaking this stuff down, man. They're saying we need to go with this guy. And then when you talk about tough guys, this is a tough guy. Does this guy even work out? What's his bench? How much you playing a superhero? How much you bench, bro? How much you benching? 315? How many you repping it? You repping 315 15 times. Yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? Are you repping 315? What's wrong with all these college guys? If you're going to find an unknown actor, why don't you get one of these football players? Get one of these football players that get cut. Guy been working out. Make him the new Black Panther. So they got trainers that's going to whip him in shape. Well, good luck with him. I mean, he's got, he has a following. I don't, obviously I don't know who he is, but he's not unknown. He's been in movies. He's an actor. And Ryan saw something in him, and Ryan wants to share that. Ryan wants to share that with you. But there's still going to be a group of people within the community, within the culture, who are going to have a problem with him. I don't know how Ryan's going to be able to. I'm telling you right now, Ryan can do whatever he wants to do. And I already see it. He's going to show up on the Breakfast Club. He's going to show up on all of these little platforms, Jennifer Hudson, all these so-called black platforms. He's going to show up. And when they put that question to him, he's going to give you some gobbledygook answer, which is complete hypocrisy. And he knows better. It's like, bro, you for real, bro? I thought we had got beyond this. You just the best you can find? This the best you can find? And then this guilt trip that they try to put on black people who say, hey, they want to see. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with a black man say, hey, man, I want to see black American actors? What's this movie about? What's this film about? Oh, it's some gangster shit. Okay. I want to see black American actors. What's wrong? Why is that a bad thing? When did that become a bad thing? What's wrong with that? I remember what the black exploitation films, you would see Jim Brown, you would see Rosie Greer, you would see all of these black athletes playing these roles. What's wrong with that? What's the Bruce Lee film, Enter the Dragon? Jabbar was in there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in there with Bruce Lee. I like that. I like seeing that. What's wrong with seeing black actors? I mean, and then you say Black Panther, you say, okay, well, it's a Marvel, and he's a character. He's not the top, he's not the tip of the spear when he's a part of the Avengers. He's just a helpmate. Okay. But this is a movie specifically for that character. Do you like that character? And then they say, okay, here's the guy who's going to play the part. You say, come on, man. Man, what you doing, man? Bro, do you even work out? I mean, like you cleaning 315. When you say Michael B. Jordan hit the bench, bro. You can say what you want about that man hits the bench. That man watches what he eats. He sells the character that he portrays. He sells that off. You're bringing these skinny guys out of nowhere to play superhero characters? It don't make sense, man. It's so disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the culture. It's disrespectful to black people. It's disrespectful. I don't care, but and then you get the excuse makers. The people come in running their mouth, making excuses. This is so disrespectful. Yeah, it's gonna be. You're right. Might as well make it a computer. Make it a computer chip. I hope they don't. I hope they don't go crazy. But if you're going to do that, Ryan, do it like this here. Go make a animated version with your CGI, but let this still be the original film. That people still want to see regular films, man. Just to taste the AI when you're talking about space stuff, a taste of AI, but no, just regular stuff. Nobody want to see all that AI, man. I don't like that. He said it reminds me of when Robert Patterson played Batman. The dude was skinny, also another British actor. Yeah, I never even heard of that guy, man. Robert Patterson. Is that the, wait a minute, I think I know who that is. I think I know who you're talking about. There was like a proper sounding dude that played Batman. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. You go to see a movie, man, there's nothing wrong with wanting to see what if you want to see white people in the movie? No, I'm serious. What if I want to say, hey man, I want to see some Tom Cruise and some Annette Bening? Why? It just reminds me of olden days, man. I'm looking for a movie that's sort of angled like that. Can I give me something? What you got up here that's got a white actor, actress in it? What you got? Why you want to see it? I want to see it. Why can't that's what I want. What's wrong with that? So you can't even see a movie. Now they just the stuff they make now, you don't know what you're gonna see. And when they say Black Panther, look, Black Panther, I want to see a Black Panther. I do. I want to see Black Panther. I hate they got rid of Angela Bassett. I think that was the dumbest shit in the world. But then again, that's what I'm saying. Look at what you're looking at. He said, if you're looking for regular black folks, go to Tubi. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. You're right. This is a different world now, man. You're right. Talk about Tyler. Yeah, Tyler. Yeah, Tyler is I mean, if you like Netflix, I mean a lot of all his stuff is on that Netflix channel. If that's what you like. They don't even have what I went on that the other day. They done got rid of the terminology black cinema. They don't even have they used to have that probably at the beginning of this year. They used to have it. If you went on Netflix, it would say black cinema. You click on that, they give you all these different movies with black people, at least on the cover, right? They don't even have that. Nah, man, I'm telling you, they don't go look at it yourself. They don't have that no more. I guess they don't want. They said we don't want you to identify nothing by race anymore. So we don't have that no more. Yeah, man, we try, man. We try. We don't know. Ryan Coogler, man. I guess that's just how the game go, man. I want to see him when he does his press runs. Now, this movie won't be available for 2 years. I want to see how he's going to explain this because it's just to me, this is insane, bro. This is crazy. The black community just constantly gets disrespected. Black community gets disrespected. It gets ignored. Nobody respects it. Look, they can't even put a black character as a in a comic book film. They can't even put a black character in there now. And if that's the case, just don't put a Black Panther in there. Just find somebody else. Hollywood's in a drought too, man, when you really think about it. You know, we had the Cosby Show, we had the Different World, and none of these people are some Oscar nominated Oscar winner. But they had careers. They were black people in America, and they had small parts, but they had a career. And they gave us entertainment. We don't even have that anymore. This generation, their idea of entertainment is streamers university. The buffoonery over there. That's going backwards. We're not going forward. We're going backwards. When you say a living single, when you say all of that stuff, even the Martin stuff, right? It was configured in a way, and it depends on your age. A lot of people identified with Martin. Young people, relationships, they just identified with Martin. Now, ain't no such thing as Martin. Now you got Streamers University, complete buffoonery. What's the guy? Somebody done put charges on that guy, the black guy. Just an absolute imbecile. I mean, have you seen him just walking around talking about he gonna stop streaming? If y'all keep saying I'm doing stuff to y'all, I'm gonna stop streaming. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, what? What? Are you serious? This dude say he gonna stop streaming. Like what he's offering is so irreplaceable. What he's just all he is getting drunk and putting in heavy-handed, putting his hands on women, and they don't want him touching them. And he calls that the type of entertainment that we can't do without. Are you serious, bro? You better stop, bro. And thirsty too. That dude's so thirsty. Yeah, I can't name a American black actor. I can't. All those guys that ain't got old, man. Denzel's in his 70s. Samuel, I think he's not far behind. Um, where are the young actors? Where's other than Michael B. Jordan? Where are the young actors at? You don't see them. They don't exist. They don't exist, man. And you got no connection to the culture. I think that somebody needs to challenge Ryan and say this person doesn't have a connection to the culture. Don't let him get away with this. And no, 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 no. No, no, don't do that. He does not have a connection to the culture. How can he be a Black Panther? How? How? He don't have a connection to the culture. How can he be the Black Panther? Don't the Black Panther take his spaceship to South Central? He's got a connection to the culture. Isn't Black Panther? Yeah, Black Panther is American. I'm trying to think about it. Even in the movie, he's got some type of connection to America somewhere. I haven't seen that movie in forever. And, and this will be out in 2 years. But this is the community. I'm not surprised, bro. Yeah, I'm not surprised. They don't have no respect. Malcolm Ja White. Yeah, he wouldn't be a good Panther. He's probably too old. I don't know, man. If you're asking me, I have no idea. I guess you got to be into the sitcoms. I guess you got to watch Abbott Elementary and seeing the characters grow and be, and they are eligible to become actors or whatever, young people. I have no idea. Tom Cruise got his own thing, man. He don't want to be in. You know what though? He probably would do it if somebody, but it had to coincide with his schedule though. But he's not necessarily needed in that. And yeah, all that stuff comes out too. The fish, this guy, this David Jonsson guy is going to be in a fish bowl. And if you listen to the internet, we're going to find out. We're going to find out if that stuff's true. Man, that's going to be something else, ain't it? And it would be fitting. It would be fitting that it would be the Black Panther, though. I'm serious. It's always the black person. It's always the black person that's sacrificed. If the rumors are true about this guy, and I don't know that they are. Woo! 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 Yeah, boy Yeager. I wouldn't mind seeing him there. Okay. I wouldn't mind seeing him there. He said African, not FBA. Yeah. But the thing about it is they depend so much on FBA. The inspiration of Black Panther came from Black Americans. It came to Spike Stan Lee because of their support of his comics. So he created the character. He also understood he had to deal with racism, so he couldn't put that character in America. They would have a fit. So he had to create a Wakanda, a place in Africa where he could be wealthy, where he could do the same thing that Bruce Wayne and Iron Man were doing. He could do the same thing they were doing. Johnson, that ain't an American. He spells his name Johnsson. Yeah, that ain't that ain't no American name there. You know that. But not like I said, no criticism of this dude. You got to go after Ryan Coogler because Ryan Coogler is the one who's trying to get you, who's selling you this guy. Ryan Coogler is the one who's saying this is who you need to look at. And you do have to look at Ryan Coogler. And hey, he got them 3 Oscars. Who knows who he talked to? But if you were interested or curious who's going to be the replacement, they found him. And he's probably a great actor. But the black community has already spoken, man. They're tired of this. And that's the point. They've already said they don't want to see all these foreign actors in these black films. They just said they don't. They just don't want to see it. If they want to look at some Bruce Lee, they'll go get a Bruce Lee film. And they're just writing them out now, man. These guys, they're just being written out of these characters. Saw the same thing with Will Smith. Somebody put Young Miami. Yeah, well, they could make her the new. They could make her the new Shuri, Trick Daddy, and Young Miami. Let that be the new Black Panther right there. You said Ryan Coogler doesn't care about Black Panther or the positive father image. Yeah, he doesn't. Clearly, he doesn't, man. He doesn't care about the fans either. This movie, when you say Black Panther, it's a type of movie that people want to see. They like it. They've grown up with it. He said, "I Show Speed" would have been great as the black, but he's not serious enough. He would have to maintain a presence within that film. He's not a serious person in the sense that he's always joking and clowning and doing stuff like that. So it wouldn't have been a good film. But it's disrespectful to black people to put this together. And then Ryan Coogler said they never use Americans. I wonder why. They don't like them. They don't give them a chance. These dudes can't get parts. If you're a 20, 21-year-old actor, you're probably on Broadway. You'll probably be there forever. Nobody wants to discover you. Nobody's trying to discover you. And this is a problem with the culture. You shouldn't cast someone for Black Panther who's not a part of the culture. You got to be a part of the black culture. So I would have rather seen a rapper, maybe one of these young rappers who might not be as good, but is very, very indoctrinated in black culture. I would rather see them take this role as the new Black Panther. What's the guy? Pooh Shiesty. That type of a Pooh Shiesty. A young guy that's dipped in the culture. A young guy that's got his feet in black culture. Instead of this British guy nobody's ever heard of. Nobody's ever heard of this guy. What's up with you, Garris?
So I kind of heard like a little bit of it. What's the
A Kodak,
controversy?
a Kodak Black, but yeah, you still got to be able to act though. Before you just jump out there and say stuff, they still got to be able to act. So now I would say Kodak, no, but a Pooh Shiesty, that type of guy, don't have to be him. That type, a guy that's from the trenches a little bit for the new Black Panther. I want some shit like that, man.
You want Pooh Shiesty as Black Panther?
What you say?
You want Pooh Shiesty as Black Panther?
Over this guy, yeah.
Yeah, play. You ain't serious.
What? No. You're talking about the one. No. The one that's currently, whatever becomes of that. I get that part. Now he's gonna be held accountable for what he did. But yeah, I'm very serious. A guy like that should have been cast for Black Panther. A young guy like him that's dipped in the culture.
Okay, so you're saying that this guy is the wrong casting?
Yes, no doubt about it. Are you crazy?
Okay, why?
First of all, he doesn't look like he works out.
Okay.
He's British. And he's
Okay,
not
he doesn't
connected
work.
to the culture. He's not connected to black culture.
He's not connected to black culture
No,
or not?
no, he's not.
But what?
Okay. What's your next question? I already said he's not. So,
I mean, I'm saying why not? Why is he not
well, I
connected?
just told you that he's not. You figure it out.
Why do I got to figure it out? You have your own brain.
I just told you he's not. If you think he is, he is. The man's not connected.
Black,
He is not
why
connected to African American culture of America. He is not. He's not. And you're casting Black Panther, and you're just putting people in it. You can't just put people in it. This is Black Panther. You got to put qualified, good actors, but guys who also are part of the culture.
Okay, so why is he not part of the culture?
I just told you.
Because he's
There you go.
unathletic?
He is British.
Because he's
He is
unathletic?
British.
Like, I don't get it.
Black American is being British Black American?
No.
Okay,
But
well there you go.
I didn't know black culture was only tied to America.
We're talking about Black America. What, Black Panther?
Yeah.
Black Panther, the movie, that's tied to a Black American culture because that's why he wrote it. He said that's why he wrote it.
I'm quite sure T'Challa is African.
Stan Lee wrote that for African American people. He said that's what he wrote it for.
He wrote it.
He had to put this shit in Africa because of the racism. He had to create a fake, even though it's a fake comic book, he had to put them out of Africa because of the way he made. Actually, he's the richest one. The Black Panther, let me tell you something. This stuff they be putting on the screen, that's already watered down. Black Panther is one of the strongest, richest superheroes ever created. He could beat all of them guys. There's even an episode where he defeats the Hulk. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And Stan Lee made that man like that, but he knew he couldn't do that, man. When you got Bruce Wayne, you got Iron Man, those are billionaire playboys, them white dudes. They were going to be accepted in America, even by, black people like them. But a black man doing the same, that shit ain't going to work in no America, bro. Are you crazy? Who's going to buy the books? Who's going to buy the magazine? He had to throw the man in Africa.
He didn't have to throw the man in Africa. He chose to. He said that this was a character for black people. He wasn't specifically talking about African Americans. That doesn't take away that he's still African. You would assume that if you have a problem with this guy not being part of black culture, then you would also assume that Chadwick Boseman is part of the problem too, since he's also not African.
He's what?
He's also not African. He's African American.
What's wrong with that?
So it's a problem when he does it because he's not a part of black culture, but it's not a problem when Chadwick Boseman does it.
Chadwick Boseman was a part of the culture.
Yeah. So why can't he be?
Well, he's not. He's British.
Okay. Black culture is not just American culture.
I mean a black American culture.
Yes, but you understand.
No. He's not a part of black American culture.
Okay, so you understand that not only black Americans played in Black Panther, right?
I know that, but T'Challa character needs to be a black American actor. There are plenty of those out there to do it. And he's not looking. That's what I'm saying. He's just not looking to find one. There are plenty of black American actors who can play that part. And you coming up here, look, brother, let me explain something to you. The people have spoken. They not like us. The people have spoken. They want to see black Americans enjoy the fruits of being a black American. They've spoken. The people don't want to see that what you're talking about.
We still can. The Black Panther movies are still there. They haven't gone away.
That movie's gonna suffer if look, he's got time to change it. That movie's gonna suffer if he does what he's finna do.
What do you mean?
If he casts this man, if he makes this man to T'Challa, that
He's
ain't gonna
already.
work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. They're not gonna survive those little promotional runs. They ain't gonna survive them.
They'll be all right.
They'll be able to go to Jimmy Kimmel, something like that. But when they go to Hudson, when they go to Breakfast Club, when they start going to venturing out, they're gonna go to some of these YouTubers, some of these guys who got these big platforms. They're gonna go in there and they're gonna challenge them.
I don't buy
They're
it.
gonna challenge. They're gonna call them out. Look at Keke Palmer. She's gonna say something.
Okay.
She's gonna
So
say something be like, "Damn, you can't find an American actress. I'm an American actress."
so
They're not gonna pull their punches, man. And that's what you want them to do. They're not gonna do that anymore. It's a different world now. And he was wrong to do that. Ryan Coogler, you wrong, brother. I don't know what you got wasn't guiding it to you, but this is nuts. If you want to work with this guy, go make some movie. Call it James in the Fairy House. But don't cast him as Black Panther, man.
it's funny you say that because we literally live in a world where a movie where Black Panther 2 came out made over like close to $1 billion and T'Challa wasn't even in it. And now you're saying
Well,
that,
he couldn't be in it.
yeah, I know. So that's still like that makes my point even further.
We'll see.
Yo,
What's up with your yeah, Jared, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, man, like, one, I want to ask where the other call is from.
He's talking to you, Garris.
Where
Where
I'm
you from?
from, I'm from the States,
Yeah.
from Florida.
What? You're from where?
Florida.
Where's your family from?
They from here.
Where's here?
Here, the States.
Where in the States?
From here, from Florida.
All right. Play. I want to ask you a question, man. Do you remember like years ago, like when we would consider ourselves blacks, like Black Americans? You can just say you're black, and people would know that you're from America, right? But other melanated people, like Africans, if you were to call them black, they would say, "No, I'm not black. I'm African," or "No, I'm not black. I'm
Well, yeah,
Haitian."
they
Or
didn't
Jamaican."
consider it because they didn't grow up like that.
Exactly. But now they all want to be black. You see how
I
you see
wouldn't say that.
not all of them, but
I wouldn't say that at all.
how dude is saying, like, just because the dude is British, he's considered to be black. Like he would, like, if you were to like ask him like where you're from or are you black, he'd probably be like, no, I'm British.
He probably would say, I don't know. I'm jumping out there. I don't know.
But
he
you know what I
probably,
mean, though, right?
in Britain, he probably would tell you he's a Nigerian. He'll probably tell you in a minute.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I
I'm
mean.
Nigerian.
Like they would delineate. They will separate themselves.
Yeah, it's automatic because from working with them, whatever in the service, different people. It was the black. If you were from New York and all of that stuff, you were just a black person. But if you were from the islands, you emphasize. You wanted people to know you were from the islands. You weren't just a black person.
Like say if we're in the islands, right? We're vacationing in Jamaica or Turks and Caicos, and someone asked us like, what are we? It would be like, I'm black, Black American. But if someone was from Nigeria, like vacationing in the islands, they'd be like, oh, I'm Nigerian, or I'm from Uganda. I'm from wherever.
think
They wouldn't say that they're black. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
that there are people that I take most. I'm generalizing here. I think the people who say that 9 times out of 10 are just trying to be too cool, trying to differentiate themselves from Black Americans, which
Like,
in some ways I kind of get, but in some ways it just comes off performative. Like it's kind of like those people
black
who are
and you're
not,
from another
yeah,
country.
huh?
Like, if you're from another country and you're saying that you're black, if someone asks you,
Yeah, like when somebody says like I'm not black, I'm Nigerian or Jamaican, knowing dang well they actually from the States. The only people that's Nigerian is their parents, or at least from Nigeria is their parents. So
Well,
I've seen
they're
They might. You're right. If they live here, they might refer to themselves as black.
but
But
if they were to say that in front of their parents would be like, no, you're not black,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
Nigerian.
because they don't look at it like that. I'm saying we look at it like that. They
Yeah.
look at and when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. If you're from the DR, but your daddy, right? Your daddy had you in the DR, but he's Haitian, and when you see him or whatever you travel to see him, they don't look at themselves as all one generic color. They say, no, I'm Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say, I'm Haitian. So they'll clear that up. They'll say, no, I'm not black. What you say, I'm black. No, I'm not black. I'm Haitian.
black.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
That's what Platt is trying to tell the other callers. Like, bro, like just because he's dark complected, he's not technically black. Black was really more specific to Black Americans because we didn't really have another country to like refer ourselves to because we were from here. But at the time, we didn't really. Back then, it wasn't like a thing for us to be patriotic. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't really want to be necessarily tied to America. It's
So
really just a recent thing to where we've been more patriotic and more
my thing is,
prideful about being American.
my
That's
thing
like,
is,
go ahead.
yeah. It basically the same controversy came out literally like 2 weeks ago with the Odyssey. People were saying that people are not historically accurate, stuff like that, or not accurate to the source material. Realistically, we live in a day and age where most directors or let's just say writers just don't care. If they have a certain vision, they're going to cast whoever they please. So realistically, let's just say that he's not a person that just doesn't like stray too far from the look of T'Challa, right? The only thing that really needs to be present as far as T'Challa to act is that you need to be of African ancestry or at least look black. So if we're doing the whole he's not black, I mean, it still wouldn't matter because T'Challa himself is not an African American dude. We know he was played by one, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. In the Black Panther video game,
it
the
actually does mean something.
no, but
Well, hold on. It doesn't mean anything to you. And on top of that, Ryan Coogler, he's taking a chance because black people went out and supported that Sinners film. Now, if he wants to piss them off, which is what he's doing, we'll see. We'll see. I'm telling you, that's a stupid fucking move to pick this man to be Black Panther. They're not going to like that, bro. They already don't like it. And it's not, the movie ain't even made. When he's got to promote this thing and he's running around on Breakfast Club, whatever, I don't even know, because it's on Netflix. When he's running around doing these little promotion, little lanes or whatever, doing it for Jennifer Hudson, they're going to cook him with those questions about how come you can't find a Black Panther, like right here from Chicago. Ain't no Black Panthers in Chicago.
Like Odyssey has only been out for 2 weeks, right? If you've been on the internet and you heard anything about the Odyssey, the racists have been up in storms about Lupita Nyong'o and Southern Detroit. That movie is on pace to make $1.3 million. People don't care.
Well, I don't care for the Odyssey, so what I'm saying, but I got you.
The point of the argument is that you said a lot of people will.
Bro, you're talking about a fake poem with a bunch of fake people in it.
What does that have to do with anything? You just said that a lot of people will care. It's not enough people.
They don't care for this Panther thing. Okay, look, man. That matters. You talking about some Odyssey BS? Most people don't even know what that is.
And it's still
they do know what this is. They do know what this is. They do know Black Panther. You know that.
That makes my point even better.
Hold up, JR.
What's up, Platt?
JR, if you went to the hood right now, wherever you are, I don't even know where you are, wherever you are, if you went to the hood, right?
Yeah.
And you asked 20 people in the ghetto, in the hood, what's more, which one do they know? You show them a picture of Black Panther or you show them the Odyssey? Which one are they going to tell you they know about?
Hey, they gonna say Black Panther, man.
I know. This guy talking about the Odyssey up here. We're talking about Black Panther, brother.
JR, let me ask you a question.
What up?
So seriously, have you heard of the Odyssey before I just mentioned it?
Yeah, I've read the novel.
Okay. So you said that if you went to the hood and you asked some people, have they heard of the Odyssey? You think a lot of them are going to say no?
I think they're gonna say they heard of it, but
They
I
haven't
think
read it.
Platt's question was like, what are they gonna, look to first? Yeah, what are they
Yeah.
gonna look to first, or what's more
Okay.
prevalent to them? It would be Black Panther,
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Cool.
comic
It's
book,
funny that you say
movies,
that
stuff like that.
because
I'm next.
if we can confirm that JR, I mean, let's just say, I don't know your whole story, JR. Let's just say you just actually just go around your people, let's just say your neighborhood or whatever, and you ask them, have they heard of the Odyssey? And they still would prefer Black Panther. Oh, that just makes my point even better because this movie has only been out for 2 weeks and already has $600 million. How is that possible?
Well, no. What do they got to do with the hood though?
Because you just said that a lot of people wouldn't even tune into Odyssey, yet it's making $600 million.
What
So
does
how
it
is it
have to do
possible?
with the hood?
Okay, how is it possible that a film
The hood ain't going to see that movie.
why not $600 million? You think that's only white people?
The hood ain't going to see that film,
I would
brother.
say probably a lot of it is white.
$600 million is only white people going to see it?
Man, the hood's not going to see no
Man.
damn Odyssey.
You say stuff and you repeat it, but you're not really clarifying your claims. You just
I'm
repeat
not going to clarify. Believe what you want to,
You
brother.
repeat it.
I'll say this about the Black Panther Odyssey. When Black Panther was promoted, you saw more black people promoting Black Panther. We dressed up in all kind of African garment, everything else to go to the movie for the experience
Yeah.
itself, right? For the Odyssey, not so much. Now I'm
Yeah.
not saying black people are not going to see it. Me and my wife went to go see it. Me,
I'm
I'm
going
kind of
I'm going to
like,
see it tomorrow.
I'm like, from a theater experience, it was a good movie, but if I was like rated, like people like, oh, it's 9 out of 10, like the Odyssey for me, it's more like 7 out of 10. But take that with a
Mm.
grain of salt.
But
I'm
look,
a
listen, I don't think he made my point for me. A lot of people haven't even read it and they're still going to go see it. How is that possible, Platt?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people haven't read the Black Panther comic and they went to go see
Yeah.
it.
Most
Yeah,
people
But
haven't read
you
that.
just said that
Most
more
people
promoting
haven't
Black
read
Panther
the
than
Black
Odyssey.
Panther comics because if they did, they see how different everything is in the actual movie. Nothing like the movie. The comic book is nothing like the movie.
Right.
Black
But
Panther
here's
is damn near invincible, according to the comic book.
according to the
He's
comic
not
book.
According to the comic book, he is. But I'm saying
Not
that
really.
ain't how they created him, and they couldn't do that in Marvel. They made him just he's like a Robin. He's an assistant. He ain't the tip. He ain't the top dog in those films. But in those comic books, he is, because it was his own book, and he was fighting everybody. He would fight all those different characters. They would come through for whatever reason. Then he would defeat them. Now he didn't delete them. Something would happen where they either had to break it up and he was able to get away. But in the magazine, in the comics, he was extremely powerful. And Stan Lee wanted him. Stan Lee said, I had a Batman, I had an Iron Man. He said, basically, he wanted to put him on par with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Billionaire playboy.
And this guy can do it. He perfectly encapsulated that. And I've heard this.
How much can this guy bench?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him.
Can
What
he do
other movie was
315?
in?
Can he take 315 off the bar and rep it off the chest 15 clean times?
Just looking at him, no, I don't think he catches.
Well, that's why he shouldn't be cast, right? That's right. They ain't strong enough.
Yeah, like come on now, like Flat, come on now. We know what you're doing.
I'm not doing nothing. He's not strong enough.
Okay, so Chadwick Boseman, when he was alive, was doing that.
Before he got sick, yeah, he's a strong dude.
I mean, you've seen it.
You're pretty old, man.
You said 315. That's not normal people weight.
Yeah, they say. Yeah, it's only like what 2% of people benching 225 or something like that.
No,
So
more than that.
I don't
Come
know.
on, now you tripping, bro.
Nah, it's like some weird statistic like that. You can Google
Yeah,
it. It's like 2% of people can only lift
He's not
225.
superhero material,
Push
brother.
225.
You
Let me
understand
Google it.
fiction, right?
I just saw something on, and maybe I'm late with it on Twitter. I saw some Aquaman, the Aquaman guy with the beard or whatever. And he works out, right? But they had him next to some dude It was a regular person. It wasn't no AI. That dude was huge. He's supposed to be Poseidon or somebody. For the next movie. That's what I'm saying. They didn't cast some skinny dude for these films. They look at the whole picture. And I said, only in the black look, bro. Look, you know what? And I'm not gonna do that, but only the black character. I'm glad in a lot of ways, though. I low key glad they doing this because look at what they finna do to this black character.
I
God
mean,
damn.
I'd actually disagree with you, Play. You could argue that
God damn. You know what they finna do with him, JR.
Yeah,
They
you know,
they zesty in him. He's getting zesty.
yeah.
I mean, I
That's they say that about Hollywood, man. You know, once you make it, you
It
know.
would be the black
But
character. It would be the black.
once
No,
you make it, they turn you out.
you're gonna ruin the movie, man. You're gonna ruin the whole franchise.
But look, Platt, it's actually less than 1% of people that can live 225, according to Google AI. But I know that's a crazy statistic, but
If
that's
you're
what
gonna
so
play a
Google AI.
superhero movie, you gotta rep. You gotta rep. I'm gonna have a bar. I'm gonna have a bench in the studio, and before you even get to read a part, give me 15. Take your coat off.
Then got a
Give
rep
me 15.
225.
No,
The bench,
315. Give me
God
15
damn.
off the chest.
that's crazy.
Straighten up your elbows. You gotta bend your elbows.
If you say 15 reps, it's crazy.
I think my max in high school was 205.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
realistically, most people ain't
You could do
doing no
315.
315.
You could do it.
Yeah.
If you're trying to
But
be
it's
a hero, you can.
It's
trying to
crazy.
be a hero in a movie, Black, come on now.
Gonna tear his whole shoulder up.
Like you
Trying
telling
to
me
do that.
Chadwick Boseman
If you're gonna go with this guy, they could have found one of these. I'm serious, one of these NFL cuts. A couple of these guys gonna get cut. They've been trying to play all that, and then you could have had your agents approach those guys and said, "You ever thought about films?" And I'm talking about one of these guys who's a big guy, but he's just not good enough to make a roster.
I
And
mean,
say, I don't know. And that's the guy you can make, Ryan Coogler. You can
They
make him into the new Panther. You don't take this guy right here. This guy's too skinny.
they took a guy from the NBA in the movie Backrooms. I don't know if you guys seen it, but the giant that was in Backrooms. He
Okay.
was
Mhm.
like he was actually an ex NBA player.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
Is
he
that
yeah,
came
that
over there
crazy? Is
in the
that
league.
movie where the guy goes through a door?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he
Oh,
lost. Yeah,
he's a British actor.
back rooms.
should just
Yeah,
lost for like
I saw the
whole
trailers.
2 hours. Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
my thing is like it just don't like we were talking about playing a fictional character here. Like they've had moments where people have criticized people being too small. Like Gal Gadot plays Wonder Woman, and a lot of people like their Wonder Woman like very pressed, very muscular, very like tight stomach and stuff like that. I mean, she's not fat by any means, but she's really really slim, and she
Man,
was
but if you're gonna make this dude Black Panther, I would have preferred they make Angel Reese the new Black
yeah.
Panther.
I know you just playing.
Over him. I take Angel Reese. I'm serious.
Hey, you disrespectful, man. Cut it out, man.
Over him,
Man, come on,
I
man.
bet you Angel can bench more than he can.
She probably can. I wouldn't discredit her on that. She's an athlete, so I wouldn't put it past her. But nah, man. I mean, do I think Ryan Coogler could have went? Could he have went in a different direction? Absolutely. I don't think this young man's like, let me see, resume would
I think
meet
his
the
resume is only
criteria
good.
for like this, phenomenon of Black Panther. Like, you have to carry this movie. Like, Chadwick Boseman carried Black Panther.
No,
Do
he
you think
didn't.
Black
I'd
Panther?
argue
Yeah,
no because that's not even
he
true. You
carried
could
Black
argue
Yeah, he
Panther.
carried. Yeah,
that
he
is
made.
not true at all.
Well, he did get overshadowed. Okay, he
He
did get
got
overshadowed
overshadowed
by
by
Michael
Michael
B.
B.
Jordan.
Jordan. Yes,
By
that
who?
is not even the case.
Yeah, by Michael B. Jordan. He did, but that's the way it was written.
That,
He
yeah,
wasn't.
from a storyline standpoint.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, like, the Black Panther series was going on with Chadwick Boseman. Like he
Oh
was
yeah.
carrying the franchise of the movie. I don't think this guy is gonna be able to carry the franchise of the movie.
I don't think he needs to. Again, like Black Panther 2 came out, it made a lot of money, and T'Challa wasn't even in it. So
Yeah,
like my
it
thing is
made it made
like
a
he
lot of
is
money.
the
Why?
character that
Why
will
did it make a lot of money? Out of respect for who? For Chadwick
respect.
Boseman.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
that's why
even just
people are going to see it.
it's not even just a respect thing. It's just that people want. Okay, I don't know if you've been on the internet, but people have been doing this recast of T'Challa bull crap for like the past 4 years now. They've been saying recast of T'Challa for a while now, which is funny because people are really up in arms about this British actor, but the person they were saying should be the new Black Panther is Damson Idris, another Black British actor. So I just like I'm tired of the games. People just flip flop like they'll put Birkenstock out of business with this flip flopping. Honest to God, like it just doesn't make any sense. So it should not have any correlation to this guy being Black Panther because again, like he's playing a character. He's just an actor. If you don't recognize him, which is right, a good reason why you should put him in the film because you will recognize him after you put him in this film.
I've, I've seen him in two films. The one that he was like mainly featured in, The Longest Walk, I was kind of like,
Yeah,
I mean, when it ended, I was like, all right, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it was
Like
okay.
it, the storyline, read the book, The Longest Walk, everything like that. But at the same time, I wasn't like blown away by his.
Underwhelming.
Yeah, it was kind of underwhelming. Like his acting was underwhelming. That's why I'm like, I don't know
Um,
if he gonna be able to carry Black Panther like that.
He was pretty good
honestly,
in Alien, though.
Yeah, he was good in that. He was.
yeah. I mean, Granny had to play an android, but like my
Oh, you know what? Okay, I know who this guy is now.
Yeah, I had to go and look him
Yeah.
up. I remember because I remember his face. I just couldn't remember what movie it
Now,
was.
I thought that was the when he opened his mouth or something. He did something in that movie. He bent his neck back or something. But now,
right.
now that you said, because this dude looked familiar. Okay, but now he's
An
not a what
A-lister? Probably, yeah, probably not. But
he's not
we can put him.
a Black Panther. No, they could have found a better look. Like I said, maybe he can find this guy for something else, but he's not a good choice for the Black Panther. He's
And
not a good
the,
choice.
and the same guy that played the alien, not the alien, but like the mutated alien, like human like alien in that in Romulus is the same guy that played the character in Backrooms. It's like the same player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they have like a certain
back rooms.
rotation. They have a certain rotation of people that they use to play like big heavies. Like there was I think the guy who plays the original Predator was like 7'9" or something. Like
God
no, okay, maybe
damn.
not that. Okay, maybe not that tall. He wasn't that tall. I think he was like 7'4" or something like that. And they used him to play like a lot of big heavies. Like he played the original Predator back in like 1980.
Mm. Yeah.
But they will do that a lot.
It's like, damn, who could he have picked though? If it would have been a Black American, who could we pick other than like Michael B? I feel like everybody is like go to is Michael B.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that would have been crazy to recast Michael B. Jordan as Black Panther. Would have been like we would have. I would have went to go see it though. I would have been like, let me see how they spin this. Like, how you gonna make me believe he's Black Panther now? When obviously I saw him as another character in the first movie. But I would have went to go spend my $20 on a ticket.
During this period of time in America, doing all of this with Trump, on an online movement with the ADOS and the FBA, the timing for him, this isn't gonna work. With the Kendrick Lamar, they not like us, and this newfound Afrocentric pride and America first. This ain't gonna work, man. I can say that right now. It's not that shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Black people gonna feel abandoned because they're not gonna feel like he's connected to their culture. And ain't nothing wrong with the guy right there. You know, he's a British actor. More power to him. But he's not a Black American actor, and people have been complaining about that. And they're gonna call Ryan. Believe me, Ryan, he ain't out off the hook. They're gonna call Ryan to the table about this because they're gonna be like, bro, you up there talking about some sinners, and you understand, and then you turn around and do some shit like this. No, brother. And I'm not even talking about. Hold up, I don't know nothing about this man. If if he's sus and zesty, he can be that. Okay, I'm not saying he can't be, but that's going to come up. So, and we'll see what he says. Now, you guys are asking for a lot from the black community. You asking for a lot. But I already know what I know what I'm dealing with. I'm telling you, they're not going to compromise, man. The best thing for Ryan Coogler to do is go find him somebody else. He need to go find him, cast him another T'Challa, period.
Well,
if he's smart, he'll do it.
It's funny you say that because Snowfall is considered one of the most popular black shows of all time. And a lot of people didn't even know Damson Idris was British.
Okay. Well, he
Also,
was up for the part. He passed him. He bypassed him.
Okay. Well, why don't you give this guy the same leeway?
That's true.
Why not do what?
Why don't you give this guy the same leeway?
Me? I don't want either one of them to play the role.
Shit, Black, you took a whole stream over him.
I wish I would look at Snowfall. Are you joking?
What's wrong with Snowfall?
That's not my type of entertainment.
It was a good ass show though. Come
Well,
on,
it's a lot of black people.
Good. I'd have to take your word for it. Yeah, I don't want to see thugs, a bunch of thugs. You think that's what I want to watch?
Yes.
No,
yes,
no, I'm not interested.
Yes.
I can see that here for free. I don't have to have cable. All I gotta do is look out my window and I can see the daily activity of thugs.
Okay, well, okay. So who should have played him instead? Who should have played him instead?
I was thinking the dude from I forget his name, but he played in the that new Netflix show. It came out. It was the cop chasing the jewelry heist dude. I forget the name of the damn Netflix show. I'm trying to find it right now, but I cannot remember the name of it. And it's a recent Netflix show too.
Man, I just Googled Black American actors that are male, and the only one that's like relatively young is Michael B.
Damn.
All the other ones
20 to 30. You don't see none?
No, man. It's Denzel, Jamie Foxx, Will Smith, Terrence Howard, Morgan Freeman, Forrest Whitaker.
No. Go Black American actors under 25.
And you definitely not gonna find a lot that's qualified for this role, at least.
Caleb McLaughlin, Ashanti Black, Miles Brown.
They're there. Look, man, it ain't about him though. See, this is what people mess it up. I don't blame this guy. I take that role. This is about Ryan Coogler, man. Like you got the position now. Black people help you get you in a position of power. This is how you return them. This is what you do. You have to cast. Look, if I'm an actor, Samuel Jackson, right? Spike Lee got him into it. If I'm an actor, right, I need a break. I need somebody to take a chance on me. I'm an American actor. We want you to play this role. That gives you an opportunity to play a role, and that's when you start your career. And people see you, and they like what you do, and hey, you can come read for this part. But he's not letting them even read for the part. And that's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous when you think about it.
How do you know he's not letting them read the part?
He's not. Look at who he went with.
That's no way of knowing if he didn't allow them to. He could have beat out the American actors.
Ryan Coogler's got a lot of explaining to do, bro. And for you, it don't. Garris, it really. This is not something you're really familiar with, but he's got a lot of explaining to do.
Why wouldn't I be familiar with it?
You don't understand. He owes the community. The community's going to call him out. Because of the community support of sinners is why he got those Oscars.
Besides this example, when has Ryan Coogler ever steered us wrong as far as his movies?
I don't keep up with Ryan like that.
Okay, so why do we have any reason to doubt him?
Well, who he just cast for the next Black Panther, that was a big role.
Yeah, the first time you doubt him is the chance to just throw it all away. You lost all trust in him.
I don't care about Ryan Coogler one way or the other. I'm simply telling you the way he's perceived online, this is going to be a problem. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You keep trying to make it about me. I'm telling you, the way his Him, because see, this is what happened. This is what's going to happen to him. And look, this is if he's ready, stay in it. But he's really deep dive with the black community, black American community, especially with this sentence thing. They enjoyed his win. They supported him. The way he returns that favor was, hey, I'm gonna go in this direction with this new actor. He's not even the Snowfall guy, but guy, just trust me on this. Well, and I think this year, I'm talking about now, that ain't gonna work. Had he done this 10 years ago, people would say, okay. This year they're saying they want America first now. They want American actors. They want America. They want when they go and look at their movies, they want to see Americans. People are saying it. No, you're ignoring it. People are up front saying that stuff.
Well, if I said, Platt, I don't like your channel because you don't have a lot of foreigners on it, what would your response be?
I'd say I accept it.
Okay. So are you all of a sudden going to start inviting foreigners on?
I would.
You would? I'm asking.
I would. It depends. Just depends. I
depends
would. They're welcome over here. Hold up. Now that you said that they're welcome over here. That's up to them.
Mm-hmm.
But you once again, you keep trying to justify the man. The man was stupid. Ryan Coogler, you're stupid to do this. This is stupid. What are you trying to prove by having this guy? This guy don't even work out. We're talking about a superhero film. Hit the bench, bro. That dude ain't hit the bench or none of that. Tell me he can't lift 250. That's, bro, you got to hit rep 315. What you talking about? This nigga talking about some 215 pounds. Bro, we talking about put some weight on the bar. You want that bar to bend when you pick it up. Is that bar bending? Where you guys work out at, man? Straight bar. See, I could go and then YouTube. I'd be mad. I had to deal with YouTube. They're named. You guys are a bunch of straight bar, and then you could fill in the blank on that. You gotta put weight on that bar, man. You can't be out here straight bar, 145 pounds, 3 times, put it up, huff and puff and huff and puff. That ain't working out, man. You got to bend the bar. Put 315, put 325 on there. And look at that bar. You're going to see a little bend in that bar. You got to bend the bar, bro. This dude ain't bending no bars.
That's I got the name of the show. It was called Nemesis. I don't know if y'all saw it. It popped up on Netflix or whatever. But the dude name is Ian Knoll. I thought they could have casted him. Not relatively like a big name actor, but like up and coming Black American actor. He played Coltrane on the show Nemesis. But he'd been in other stuff. I remember like seeing him on like Insecure, that show that Issa Rae had and stuff like that. He had a few appearances on that. Black American people
are saying out loud they want to see Black Americans in their movies. They're saying out loud their music. They want that to come from Black Americans. They're saying that out loud. And then you have a Ryan Coogler, and this is the way he repays you. Look, man, you think it's me. Okay. We'll see what the Black community says. Because it ain't me.
You mentioned Nemesis. Like, it's funny because you mentioned the exact person I thought of because I remember you said Black TV show, and I was like, you can't be talking about that one dude, but that was exactly what you talking about. I don't think he's strong enough. Like, I mean, he's fine, but I don't know if he's strong enough as an actor to be.
Yeah, I can see that because it's again his resume is not like it's not a deep enough resume, but I think he would have beat this dude out. Or I think he could have beat this dude out, or at least made it more believable. Like from what Platt is saying, like, I'm not believing this dude. One, he British. One, he can't dish 315. One, and the dude Ian Knoll, at least he'll check some of the boxes for Platt. All right, he got at least enough of a bill where you can be like, okay, maybe he can throw up some weight on the bench. All right, he's Black American, stuff like that. So
Well, if you're doing a hero film, though, you need to be in You got to be in shape, man. You got to be able to, when they choreograph a fight, you got to be able to do that.
I
He
advise you to
got 2
look
years
up
to get ready. So,
I advise you to look up Hugh Jackman before he got literally Hugh Jackman because he wasn't that big.
Okay, but he got jacked up for the film, though, right?
He can get jacked up just like Hugh Jackman can.
Okay, well, this guy?
Yeah.
Not this guy.
Why not? Hugh Jackman
Right,
was
at the end of the day,
really
brother, look, you talking to the wrong guy. I'm telling you, this guy, Black America, they don't want. I'm telling you, bro, they've already voiced their concerns. They are tired of foreign actors in their films. They've said that. They're done with that. And this is Black Panther. This is something they pay attention to. They're not going to want to see, okay, all right, I don't even have to say this is a no-brainer. I already know how this is not going to go well. And even the suck-ups at the Breakfast Club and all of these suck-up promo people, even they going to call into question Ryan Coogler doing this. They're going to call it into question and say, why are you doing this? Ryan, why are you doing this? We supported you with Sinners. We want to see Black American actors and Black American actresses. What's wrong with them? Why don't you give them a shot? What the fuck are you doing? Who you think you talking to? Are you joking? This is the new Black Panther? This is what you want me to go take my family to see? And we're not even going down that rabbit hole. So you know what? If that rabbit hole is right, I hope so. Because that's going to seal the deal. That is going to seal I hope so.
Well, I got a question. Is it going to affect the film enough to where it's going to hurt it financially?
No, it ain't going to hurt it.
Oh no.
Okay, so I guess it's not really that big of an issue then.
Yeah, you can't have a film like that without a Black cosign. It's going to destroy it.
Okay, so it's
your
not
mind, brother. Let me tell you something. I don't know this dude. And we on YouTube and stuff. We're very limited in what we can say. But if the rumors are true about this dude, that film is done. Black Panther 3 is finished. Before they done wrote the opening fucking monologue, that shit's done.
Okay, done in what way? Like financially?
It's finished.
In what way? Like it's gonna flop?
Just make it, man. Just make it. Don't listen to nobody. Just make the film, and we'll see how it comes out.
I wouldn't say flop, but I don't think it's gonna hit the numbers as like the second film. I think it's gonna come under that.
I mean, probably not. Like getting $1 billion films is just not easy work, but I don't think it's gonna hurt it that much financially. Like realistically speaking, like I said, like I just mentioned the Odyssey. The white people are the majority in America. They were upset about that film because they were just racist, like people on the internet. It's still making money.
Oh yeah, they were going to see it in droves. Shit,
yeah, so like be mad all you want. Anybody who's anybody should know that the only way you really hurt people like directors, corporations is through their pockets. So if it's not going to hurt the film financially, then it's not really that much of an issue.
There you go. Understood, brother. That's why it's called YouTube. Your opinion. There you go. I got mine. You got yours. Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
I like the dude. He exceeded expectations. They chose not to typecast, or they created this son, and this guy's supposed to be the son of T'Challa. Mistake, huge mistake. You got to get someone who's in some type of athletics, a gymnast. You got to get someone like that who has a baseline of fitness. These skinny guys cannot play. They can't play these superheroes. All of that padding and stuff, that ain't gonna work because of movement. You still got to have a real movement. This is a mistake, man. If I was talking to Ryan, I said no.
Nah, man.
No, this is a mistake.
AI and CGI.
Well, then I don't. Then it's a cartoon. Then hold on. But then it's a cartoon. It's not a movie.
At that point,
Yeah,
most
just put it
comic book
put it
films
right
are
next to
cartoony,
Toy
right?
Story 6. Put it right in there. Behind Toy Story. Put Woody in there. Let Woody be Black Panther.
Put
You
Woody the
literally
Bears in there.
talking about a comic book film, which most of are cartoony.
I took my daughter to go see that new Toy Story. It's lit though, man. I mean, it
I
had a
might
few
watch it.
scenes
I
that
might
had
watch
me
it.
laughing and stuff like that. But
Uh,
but yeah, come on, man. You know it's gonna be AI generated motion in there,
Not that
CGI,
much. You can't.
all
No,
that
you
stuff.
got. There's a happy balance on that now because now we got AI, so they can't just be lucrative like that. That's people gonna feel cheating if you do that.
I mean, I guess that's what people saying about the Odyssey. That what's his name? Christopher Nolan went out of his way to not utilize technology
Hmm.
to overpower the movie. And I was like,
Okay.
whenever you go see the movie, the sound is like hella loud in the movie, especially if you see it in IMAX.
Yeah,
I
That's a
was
I
like,
Christopher
won't be
Nolan
seeing
film
that.
for you. He's really big on the explosions and
yeah,
the
I was
sound
Yeah,
like,
effects.
I won't
I was
be. I
like,
won't be.
God
Yeah,
damn,
that's not my
this
type of movie. I don't see
Yeah, I
that.
mean, the Odyssey, I really want to see. I think I might go and see it like probably like soon because I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan. I've been waiting for this movie to come out. It's just that I haven't had the time to go see it, but I need to go
Well,
ahead.
well, if I went to see it, I'd want to see Lapita, but
I mean,
from
from
what
what I heard, he's barely in the movie.
yeah, there you go. So you're right. I don't have no
So,
reason to look at it.
yeah, she
but
was in the
yeah,
movie
like
for like all of like 3 to 5 minutes, some screen time like
yeah,
that.
Okay,
this is
Helena
crazy.
Troy. Who was she? Helena Troy.
Eleanor
Yeah,
Cherry, yeah.
yeah, and then she
My
played
thing
the
is,
twin sister of somebody else, but obviously she was
yeah,
second.
what makes it even crazier is the simple fact that the people like the races and the people like that, like, oh, they're trying to ruin the movie, but the people you're mad about don't even be in the movie for longer than 10 minutes. It's like that's wild.
Yeah, well, I don't want to see the Odyssey. Though, what I'm saying, the whole concept, I don't want to see. I don't care.
And what's dumb about them is like they're complaining about her being like a black character, but all the other like white appearing characters, a lot of them aren't even like white Americans. Some of them are
Yeah,
from
sure.
like,
Mhm.
Hypocrite.
Europe and shit like that, but they don't have a
Well,
problem with that.
that's what I
Yeah,
was saying.
Matt Damon is not Greek. Tom Holland is not Greek.
Exactly.
Zendaya is
Yeah,
not Greek.
like
You
no,
know, like, but
like
they
nowhere
focus on the one
close.
black woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty bad.
They had all
And I
different
also,
type of nationalities in there. Indian, Asian. I was like, come on, man. Like,
yeah,
are we
yeah.
tripping? Like,
Honest
we
to God,
tripping
I
because
really
the queen
wish,
is black?
like,
Okay.
I really wish that film would just turn into theater. Like, you know how like theaters like where they're like colorblind, like they'll literally have a black person playing a white person playing a black person, Asian person playing, and like a Native American person. Like they just don't care. Like I really wish film would just turn into that because I'm tired of people like doing the whole bullcrap game. Oh, I don't like it because it's not accurate to the source material. No, you're just racist. Like let's just be honest. Most of you, at least most of the time, are racist.
Well, racists watch movies, so they have to appeal to them too.
Hey, what about the dude? I think his name is Woody Marks or something like that. He played in Power Book 2 with Michael
That
Rainey
sounds
Jr.
familiar.
and all of
Woody
them.
Marks.
He played he
Woody Marks
played
is a running back for the Houston Texans. But
damn, what's the name? His name is Woody. What's his last name? He played Bobby Brown in that biopic.
oh, it's not in the biopic Bobby Brown. I mean, he's fine.
Yeah,
He could have played Black Panther.
he
I don't
could
think
have
he's
played.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's the son, right? He could have played the son. That would have been
I haven't
perfect.
seen him in anything in a while, but
Yeah, last thing he played in was that Power Book 2 thing. Uh,
I mean, the thing about it, I just don't really like Power's acting. I mean, I get not everybody in Power is a bad actor, but it's so overacted and it's so cheesy. Granted, that's what people like about it. That's kind of like the selling point behind it. But I just, this is too much overacting, and it was just never my cup of tea. It's just hard to distinguish which people are the actual great actors. I know 50 Cent is a good actor, but I mean, I don't really know much else beyond that.
Well, tonight we're discussing. They found the next Black Panther. He's a British actor. David Jonsson spells his name Johnsson. Um, Idri-
Wait a minute,
Idris.
Jefferson Johnson? Yeah, he out
Yeah,
there, man.
yeah.
They,
What's the other guy? The guy who dates the actor who I don't know his name, but he dates Lauren Harvey. That guy, he's
Damson
in
Idris.
Snow, yeah, he's in Snowfall. He was
Yeah.
also trying to get the part, and Ryan Coogler opted for this guy. He says, he's not as known. He understands that, but this is who he wants to be the next Black Panther. I think that
Mhm.
there's going to be a backlash to that. I think there's a newfound appreciation of Afrocentric, identity. You have the ADOS, you got the FBA with his online movements, right? They're going to have a problem digesting this guy being a Black Panther, because those particular groups were very upfront about sinners, and they supported him. I didn't like sinners. I mean, Michael B. Jordan, he cool. And I'd say that I watched it because of him, but when you look at the movie, I ain't like it.
Damn, Platt, you don't like nothing. Hey,
No,
shout out to
I
KJ
didn't
in
like
the chat,
that.
though.
No, I didn't like
KJ got it.
Sinners.
Woody McClain. Shout out to KJ in the chat, man. He said Woody McClain. That's the guy name, Woody McClain.
Okay.
That played in Power Book 2 Ghosts. But damn, Platt, you ain't like Sinners either. You don't like.
No, I didn't like the
Sinners.
movie Sinners. I got it though. I mean, there was some parts in it, but no, across the board, no, I didn't like that.
Hard to please, man. That's crazy.
No, it just didn't make sense to me.
Well, what's the last movie you liked?
Actually, I like Doom. And I don't
Doom?
even like Doom. No, I
Part
don't
two?
like Doom, but I don't like Doom. Okay. I don't like it. The novel, the big worm and all that bullshit. I don't like the spice. I don't like Doom. But
You know, I keep fighting.
So you don't like nothing.
what they created with Zendaya and the dude Thomas something, whatever
Tom-
they did,
Yeah.
that guy,
No, that's the other dude.
the characters that they and the way they presented it, this new Doom 1 and Doom 2, I like those. They put that together good. They did a good job with the way they remastered it and put out a whole new thing. But sinners is sinners. Okay, if you like it, you like it. But what I'm saying is the Black community is dependent on Ryan to go out there and find Black American talent. And I think he's gonna have a lot to answer to, because this is sort of, we'll see, right? Guy doesn't work out. Well, I mean, like you getting it's a super. So hey, we looking for somebody to play Superman. You gonna go find some dude that don't work out? Hold up, you casting for Superman? You gonna cast a guy that don't never go to the gym to play Superman? You gonna cast a guy who don't have no type of martial arts, nothing? He just a regular dude? No, you're not gonna cast a guy like that because it's a superhero movie. You don't cast this guy for he's not a superhero type dude. This is a bookworm type dude. This is the type of dude you put in a drama. You let him play a butler or maybe a stable boy in charge of the horses or something like that. This guy's no superhero. It's no superhero, man.
I give you that. He definitely not giving superhero vibes. But I mean, if it's going off the vibe of this is the son of T'Challa, it's giving that vibe. But other than that, because some people in the chat like Jamie Foxx should have played it. Like Jamie Foxx older.
They say
older.
Jamie Will
Just
Smith
had
and
Just
shit.
had a stroke, did it? Just had a stroke, did it?
They're all older than what Chadwick Boseman was. So how can that be the son? Like they're older. So it would obviously have to be a younger, somebody under the age of 40 type actor that can kind of get it off as being like the son or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
Pooh
I think they could've
Shiesty.
did better. Pooh Shiesty is crazy.
No. Pooh Shiesty. This thing will be over with, whatever. No, a young guy who understands the culture. You put him in there. Because this rap thing, maybe it's not for him, but I'm saying but people gonna support him. Okay.
That's crazy. Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty.
That's crazy.
Yeah, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. The
No
same
way.
man who about to probably go back to prison.
Well, you can't do him, but you can find there are guys out there just like him.
Put him on a
Yeah,
work release
we should have just
program.
cast the Chief Keef.
Yep. Chief Key. Yeah. There you
Yeah, or Gucci Mane.
Now he's too old.
go. Too old. Too old. He need to be
He's too
younger.
old. Okay, I mean, well, we can get Gunna or what's his name, Exclusive Ace, something like that.
People would
No,
probably show up. People would show up for Gunna.
I can see the Gunner thing. I
Yeah,
can
people
see
would show up for
I can
Gunna.
see him getting that off.
Y'all is crazy.
I can honestly now I see what Platt talking about with Pusha. I can see Gunner getting that off. I could actually see that.
No, y'all cannot. Y'all
I
think
can
that shit.
see it,
Y'all think that
man.
man from Chicago is gonna put on an African accent, but that was not the most corniest thing in the
they can
world.
do that.
I
They
can
can
see
learn
it.
that. They can learn that.
I can
Wow,
see it,
y'all
man.
tripping, boy.
I can
That
see
man
it,
gonna pull
man.
out a Glock, talking about something he keen.
I can see
Ain't
it
no way that's
happening.
gonna work.
Well, we wanted to go over it, man, and Ryan Coogler, he disappointed me. Um, I'm sorry, man. He will not get my support on this movie. I don't care about no Black Panther. This is not the Black Panther. This is some shit he made up. And that's fine, man. And I hope you guys don't understand how much I'm hoping the rumors are true. I hope the rumors about this guy. I hope they're true. I hope they're true because it's time.
That's
It's
crazy.
time for
You
black
hoping
people
it's true.
to deal with shit for real, man. They're not look at what Ryan Coogler did to y'all. Not only did he go out here and find a British Black Panther, but he found a zesty Black Panther. And you guys deserve that because nobody's complaining about anything. You guys deserve that. And I don't know. I'm just saying hypothetically. I don't know. I don't know. You get to a point where you just give up sometimes, man. You just simply give up. And I don't control this, but I do want to see a lot of people. I want to see these conversations. I want to see what Charlemagne got to say.
Yeah, he's a fruitcake, man. I
Yeah,
was
I
telling him
want to hear what
that.
Joe Buds, what you got to say, Joe Buttons. What about all these macho guys? What you macho guys got to say? And if you notice, it's not Thor, it's not Superman, it's a Black Panther. Woo! Woo! Man.
Hollywood say, we got y'all. So
They said
highest
we'll,
grossing film,
they said
not no
we'll,
more. Not anymore.
yeah, they said we'll you want a new Black Panther? We got somebody in mind.
Saucy Santana, we got you. That's crazy, man.
Oh
Black hell,
man.
man. You hell, man. You hell when you will, man. Shout out to you, brother.
And I don't know anything. Let me just say this for some clarity. I don't know what he is. But there are rumors and there are threads. You can go and look at the threads what people are saying. There's things about him that they know. I don't know if that's true at all. As far as I know, this is a regular schmegler, just a British actor. Now, should he be able to act? Yeah, keep doing it. But I do think Black Americans have a right to say, hey, we want to see Black Americans. What's wrong with that? Why is that a bad thing? When did that become a bad thing? But things have just changed now. You remember Aliens? Remember that? I know JR, you remember Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Remember they tried to put a black woman in it. They had to put cowboy boots and a cowboy hat on that black woman.
Yeah, they weren't going for it, man.
Yeah, because they couldn't let her just be in there as a black scientist. She
Yeah,
had to have some extra shit to her.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's how Hollywood do it, man. That's how they do it. That's been the MO for a long time, man. It's always been kind of pushed around in a sense and playing with our likeness and what it represents. like you said, man, if the rumors are true, crazy. Like that's crazy. All right, man. That's
All
what we
right, man.
doing. All right. All right, Black.
All right. And we out of here, man. We appreciate your input, man. He said no link. We let you hold on. Let me drop this. We got somebody new out here. Hold on. There you go, bro. You are welcome. Well, welcome. We got the link for you there, Mr. OK. I don't know what to say, man. I don't. I think Ryan Coogler owes the black community a debt of appreciation, and I think he owes them an opportunity to talk to him. And I think that may have been the problem. He's not talking to black people because black people say, hey, we want to see black American actors and actresses in our movies. What's wrong with that? They got bills to pay. Why not? And he goes out and he does this. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm stunned. I'm serious. I'm stunned by this. And it's just a cartoon. I saw Superman. I didn't like this new Superman. I thought they made Superman way too weak. He just took abuse the whole movie. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. With the super dog and all that stuff. You don't need that stuff. They ain't necessary, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to catch you next time, Mr. OK. I'm out of here, man. Appreciate you. Like the stream, man. Support the platform. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat.